Hi everyone, this is Laura, and thanks for joining the HyperDocs for Distance Learning class. I thought you might be new to HyperDocs and or Google Slides, and there's a lot of functionality that it has, so I wanted to create a little walkthrough video just to see what a potential HyperDoc for your class could look like. So we're currently on the title slide, and here you can see the title of my lesson, the week that it is going to happen, and then you have the learning target. So for us, it will be you will learn what a HyperDoc is and how to modify it to meet the needs of your students and distance learning limitations. Now you'll notice that I have some things on the side over here. This is my workspace that is not on the Google slide itself. I'm not sure why those little white boxes are popping up, but sorry about that. Anyway, notice what I'm clicking on. When I click on these little three dots, I get a hand, and I am able to zoom in and zoom out, and I can see what is on the sides of my workspace. And this is really valuable real estate because you can put a lot of directions on here so that you have more room for your kids to work on the slide itself. Okay. So I also want to point out that there is a notes section on every single slide, and you can utilize that slide or that space for anything. You can use it for teacher instructions, or you can have students actually write their responses in the notes section. So get creative and think about how you can use that. When I go to the second slide, this is our Explore, and you'll notice that I have cute little Bitmojis of myself. And that's really cool, especially right now, because your kids can't see you. And if they see little cartoon figures of you, then it makes them feel like you're actually talking to them or sitting right next to them. So I have a link right here to the Bitmoji site where you can just create an account and you can just copy paste Bitmojis anywhere in your HyperDoc. On the slide itself, I have the Explore section and I have your directions in writing, but with Google Slides, you also have the capability of recording audio and inserting audio as well. So when you click on this, you can actually hear myself reading the instructions.
Hello, teachers. For the Explore section, you're going to watch a video.
And that is great if you have struggling readers. You can have them just listen to your voice instead. I have a video right here that I want you to watch, and the reason I chose Google Slides instead of a Google Doc was because you have the ability to actually insert a video and have the video play in the slide. So it's less leaving this HyperDoc and going to another place and then having to come back. You want to try and embed as much of the content as you can so your kids aren't clicking all over the place. So after you read this, you are going to answer a question. So as you watch, try and think about how you would modify a lesson for this distance learning. Would you cut the lesson in half? Would you have to record yourself doing the direct teach, kind of like what I'm doing right now? What interactivity would you include to make sure students are understanding the concept? So I have right here a table, and this is not a text box. It's actually a table because it's easier for kids to use. I also have directions down here, and I like to use animated GIFs because that kind of draws the kids' attention to what I want them to do. So on this slide, I want you to click on the play button. So I have a little animation of saying, click on the play button to watch the video. Okay, on the next slide, this is the explain section. And you are going to read a blog post that describes how you would make the shift from designing a HyperDoc under distance learning limitations and make it fit the needs of your students. So you're going to click and read the blog post. Again, I have an animated GIF right here that's kind of pointing to what the students need to click on. After you read the blog, you're actually going to go to your Google Classroom assignment. And one of the things that I'm going to teach you is that you can actually link the specific assignments directly into your HyperDoc. And so you're kind of controlling the flow, and it's not just a list of assignments in the Google Classroom where the kids get kind of confused of, oh, did I do this? Did I do that? Did I click on this? You're actually controlling it through the HyperDoc. So you'll see that when you click on the icon itself, it's going to open up in a new tab, and it's going to take me to the specific assignment I want you to do. And in this case, it is a question. So you're going to answer the question, and because I'm the teacher, I don't have the turn in button. You answer the question, you turn it in, and then you can respond to other participants' answers. So for you and for students, you need to know that you have to multitask. Once you have the tab open for your Google Classroom, you need to go back to the HyperDoc by clicking on it. And now I've returned. A couple of places where I get these cute little animations. One I mentioned earlier was Bitmoji, but you can also use GIFs from Giphy, and I use a lot of icons from Joy Pixels, like this one right here. Okay, so hopefully that kind of helps you. Oh, wait a minute, forgot the apply part, sorry. The last part is apply. And for this one, you are going to explore the HyperDoc template folder below. And right here, I have a link to the HyperDoc templates that you're going to choose from. Just for the sake of this class, you're just going to choose one that you like. And so maybe I want this one right here. When I click on it, it is going to open up as a view only. Now I'm logged in as me, so I don't see the view only button right here. But what you're going to have to do is go to File, make a copy of the entire presentation, and then you can name it whatever you want. I like to just leave the title the same and just backspace and get rid of copy of. It will save it into your drive, and you just click OK. It makes a copy of it. And if I go back to my directions, it says that I want you to give me editing rights so that I can go in and insert comments. I can go in and help you do something if you don't know how to do it. It's just easier for the sake of this assignment that I'm able to get in there and help you work. So after you have made your own copy, sorry, there's a little lag. After you have made your own copy, there is a share button up in the corner. So you click on share. And you're going to type my name, Laura Moore or L Moore 4 at neisd.net, and then click on send and make sure there's a little pencil right here because that is what gives me editing rights. Okay, so I'm going to close that out. And then remember that there are 7 parts of a HyperDoc learning cycle, and for the sake of distance learning, we're only choosing 3 of them. They could be any 3 that you want. It doesn't matter. Maybe you want engage, explore, and apply, or maybe you want an explore, a reflect, and extend. It's completely up to you. You are the designer. Once you share it, you're going to just copy the link with me, and just so it's easier on me, you're just going to right click and paste it in this box right here so that I have easy access. Okay, so now I think I'm finished with the walkthrough. If you have any questions, just contact me through email, through IM, through Google Classroom, or through the Google meeting link that's in the header of our Google Classroom. So hope you enjoy the class, and let me know if I can help you.